Hello, fellow gamers. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to my gaming channel, Justice Gaming. And today I'm going to go over just a little bit of Star Trek Online news. This is really going to not be very long at all. I'm going to just talk about one piece of news for today. This is pretty much the most important thing that's come up recently. This was just launched, and it's Hold the Line at Pahvo. This is basically going to be their third event campaign that is starting now. And this is out in the game right now. However, I have tried to log into the game to do some recording of the TFOs, and I kept getting server not responding. It was lagging real bad. Their server just cannot take the load of everybody downloading the patch and trying to play. It's just bonkers right now. So I can't record gameplay right this second. But when I can, I will. But let's go over what this is. The living planet of Pahvo is once again the center of a siege by Terran forces. Gather your most trusted allies and come to its defense before they can manipulate its energies to be used as a weapon of galactic devastation. The Defense of Pahvo event will include multiple TFOs, previously featured individually in a combined featured event that will allow players to choose their favored way of defending Pahvo each day while earning daily progress toward a new grand prize reward. Defend the system space above the planet by maintaining and operating a series of defensive satellites, or take to the vibrant wilds of the planet's surface to stop Terran forces from corrupting its mysterious energies. Participating in this event will progress you in our third event campaign, and will give all players the opportunity to earn a crystal prism for their entire account. That is a universal console. Keep reading for details on these items and how you can participate in the event and what additional prizes may be earned. So, two existing activities will be in this event. You've got the Pahvo Dissension, which is a ground TFO. The ISS Charon has been sucked through space-time and across the universe to crash land on Pahvo. Word of the planet's unique nature has reached the Terran survivors, and they are proceeding to agonize Pahvo into a weapon. Only you and 4 other captains can stop them. Then you've got Peril over Pahvo. Enemy forces strike, seeking to control the enigmatic world of Pahvo. Rush to enable and defend a newly established defensive blockade consisting of multiple configurations of satellites while preventing various enemy factions from getting a foothold above the living planet. So these two TFOs have been in the game previously, and they have now brought them back into the fold, and you can choose to play either one toward the event progress. While the action players will engage in during these TFOs have not changed for this event, a few minor adjustments have been made to each that will be present for the length of the event's run. Each completion will reward a choice of all marks, replacing the usual mark reward. Both TFOs had their cooldown timers temporarily disabled. Both TFOs have been temporarily removed from the random TFO eligibility. So that means if you do a random TFO, these will not come up there. Also, the cooldown timers are disabled, so that means you can play them one after another and just grind away. Of course, progress toward the actual event is only once per day, once every 20 hours. Players will be able to earn their daily progress once every 20 hours by completing the TFO of their choosing. Either of the above TFOs may be played as much as you like each day, so pick and choose how you prefer to gain progress each day and mix it up as much as you like. So here's the rewards. Accruing a total of 14 days worth of the daily progress. You can claim the grand prize, which is the universal console called a crystal prism. Once earned, every character on your account will be able to claim this console. It attempts to emulate the popular kit module by the same name. So basically, think of the kit ability that you have with that reward. It's basically the same thing, but in space. Other characters on your account may visit the Reclaim Rewards store interface to pick up their console once you've collected it on any character. You also get 3 featured TFO reward boxes. Each gives a choice of one specialization point or an enhanced universal tech upgrade, and you also get 25,000 dilithium ore. That's a single character reward, and it's issued immediately for use as you see fit. Note the featured TFO boxes and dilithium ore are only rewarded once to the first character on your account that claims the grand prize. Okay, so here is what the Crystal Prism does. Completion of this event will grant you this novel universal console featuring a charge-driven design that allows for rapid creation of multiple energy conductive prisms in space. This console is purposely meant to emulate the popular kit module of the same name, allowing players to build networks of damage-dealing crystal prisms in formations of their choosing. Each prism that is placed in space will automatically attack nearby ships, inflicting psychic damage upon their crews and tearing apart their hulls with telekinetic energies. The damage inflicted by each prism is in a connected group is increased based on the number of other networked prisms, allowing for an incredibly high ceiling on such a cluster's overall potential for rending into their foes. There are bonus rewards. After claiming the grand prize, you will unlock the option of earning additional dilithium ore each day that you continue participating in the content associated with, they say, the Borg resurgence here. That is obviously a typo. This is, they need to fix that. Each day you earn the daily progress, you'll be automatically granted a bundle of dilithium ore. The bonus reward will be an 8,000 dilithium ore for the first day's completion, then scales up with each subsequent bonus completion. There's a Zen buyout option for players interested in instantly completing the defensive Pahvo event, whether that is due to worries over finding the playtime to complete it or simply wanting to move immediately into earning bonus rewards. We will be offering a method for buying out. Within the event UI, an option will be presented that allows you to purchase the remaining progress that you need for a scaling amount of Zen. We know how that works. But this is all a part of the Event Campaign 3. They have now had 2 campaign events. This is Event Campaign 3. This featured event will be the third of a series of upcoming events that will participate in the third installment of our multi-event system known as an event campaign. Players may earn 50 event campaign progress for each day they participate in an eligible event. Buying out an eligible event will include up to 700 event campaign progress. Each event's buyout only grants as much event campaign progress as it is relative to the amount paid, after prorated discounts are applied. This means that paying half price because you participated in 7 out of 14 of the required days so far will grant you 350 event progress. Eventually, you get what you pay for. Legacy progress. As with previous events, we will continue offering the opportunity for players to utilize their old event tokens to apply toward this event. To access this functionality, select the Legacy Progress button on the event UI. This button will only be visible to players that have tokens available to trade in. So the Defensive Pahvo event starts on July 27th, which is today of my recording, and will run for 3 weeks before it concludes. So you've only got 3 weeks. But you need 14 days worth, so you actually have an extra week in there if you did it every single day. Meanwhile, it is expected to appear on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 in September. So remember, the event campaign is like total progress toward like a free Tier 6 ship. I think that's the ultimate goal plan, right? A Tier 6 ship. Maybe some other things as well. But this is, part of that. Now, I believe you can still go in and purchase buyouts on the previous campaign events. I'm pretty sure if you haven't done them yet. So it'll just cost you a lot of Zen or whatever. But that's the big thing right now is hold the line at Pahvo. Basically 2 different TFOs, one ground, one space to defend Pahvo. And that goes toward this space prism, crystal prism thing, event reward. And then it also goes progress toward the event campaign 3. And that's pretty much the summary of it here. It's not huge news. We expected they would eventually get into campaign 3, and that's what they've started now. So that's pretty much the most interesting news since the summer event started that there has been in Star Trek Online. So there hasn't been a lot of news for me to cover. I only really cover the big stuff. There are, these patch notes they put up, and they have sales. For example, there was a 25% key sale, an Admiralty bonus week. They do new items in Mud's Market, bonus marks weekend, lots of patch notes, special Phoenix prize event that was going on, vanity shields for dilithium. So they have all these sales, the sale of the summer. Those kind of things I don't make videos on. There's just not necessary. I pretty much just make news on the big stuff. And so this Defend Pahvo event and Event Campaign 3 is one of those big things. They also do release new ships. They have this new ship now. This is the Courage class Command Science Destroyer. It's a 32nd century ship from Star Trek Discovery. It says here from July 27th to August 17th, we are running a promotion that will provide an additional bonus when opening a research and development pack or a duty officer pack. When you purchase either pack from the C-store and open it, you will receive either 10 low-buy crystals or a special requisition choice pack, Tier 6 promotional ship choice pack, in addition to the pack's normal contents. We are excited to announce a brand new addition to this impressive list of starships that are included, and this is the Courage class Command Science Destroyer. And here's the specs on it. It's a Tier 6 ship, Federation or Federation aligned. Hull modifier 1.45, shield 1.15, 4 weapons, 3 aft. It's got Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Command / Lieutenant Engineering / Commander Science, and then Command Ensign Universal, Lieutenant Commander Universal. 4 Tactical, 3 Engineering, 4 Science, 10 turn rate, inertia +5 to weapon, +5 to auxiliary. Experimental weapon slot, tactical mode only, coherent integrity projector, sensor analysis, subsystem targeting. It's got a console universal force translator, secondary deflector slot, the 32nd century cloaking device, the turn, the tide, the inspiration ability, Starship Mastery Pack science vessel. So it has this transformation it does in tactical mode. The Courage class utilizes a unique directional matrix to allow the ship to quickly transfer its functionality between using focused on science and research and being a resilient destroyer. The ship's default configuration is outfitted for scientific purposes, but it can be quickly reconfigured on the fly by switching into tactical mode. When the transformation is initiated, the ship's orientation will be reversed. That's interesting. The ship's shield systems will lose integrity, while the power is instead rerouted to hull integrity. Access to sensor analysis, subsystem targeting, and ship's secondary deflector will be disabled, while the experimental weapon becomes available. So it upgrades the Lieutenant Tactical Command Station to a Commander Tactical Command, enables experimental weapon, plus 20% maximum hull capacity, and it disables those science modes. It has a universal console called the Force Translator. This technology suit is capable of translating the force of your starship's forward movement, combined with its mass, into destructive energy that can be immediately released upon nearby enemies. This energy translation stops all movement of your starship briefly, but is made more dangerous based on how massive your ship is. So wow, and it gives a hull capacity bonus and flight speed bonus. All right, that's interesting. And then there is a starship trait called Directional Bias. When damaged from the forward 180-degree arc, the energy will be redirected into the deflector dish, manifesting as increased damage for exotic damage bridge officer abilities. The stacks built up from incoming damage are expended and reset when activating your next exotic damage bridge officer ability. When damaged from the rearward 180-degree arc, a portion of the expended structural integrity field is reabsorbed as power that is spent on passive hull regeneration or can be spent to increase the healing from bridge officer abilities. All built-up bonuses are expended and reset when activating your next hull healing bridge officer ability. So there you go. And then the experimental weapon is the Coherent Integrity Projector. The Coherent Integrity Projector leverages your ship's structural integrity field to generate a harmonic projectile that deals heavy kinetic damage to your target. A portion of this damage will bypass the target's shields. The damage inflicted by this weapon scales proportionally to your maximum hull capacity at the time it's fired. Okay, so there you go. Wow. That is a thing in the game now, that ship. So it's pretty much a science destroyer. It's so big that it's the kind of ship where you would think that it might also have a hangar bay on it, at least one, to release some kind of probes or science ships or something. But I guess it doesn't, does it? I mean, that would be an interesting thing to add as a science ship, is to also have a hangar bay. But it doesn't. Anyway, it's pretty much all made up because in the show we never saw it much. It was just there on the screen. It didn't really do a lot. So we don't really know in the show itself what its like real capabilities are. We just don't know. So I guess they had to make that up here in Star Trek Online. So yeah, there you go. It's all made up. So that's the big thing that I wanted to cover today. Pretty much just the Pahvo event campaign 3 going on right now, to grind away and get those things. And again, I will get gameplay data when I can. I just tried logging in previous to recording this video to make those videos, and I was just not able to do it. The game was unresponsive, SNRs, and I got disconnected, and then I could not reconnect. So I'm going to try again now and see if I can get in. But when I can, I'll just record some gameplay there and put that up. I mean, you've probably already seen it. And in fact, I probably already got videos on those 2 TFOs in the past. But hey, I'll do them again. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.